Hi, welcome to Cricket Talk with Venky. Oh yes, India lost the second ODI, but there is third ODI which is coming up on 2nd December. It is also very important because it is sort of a build-up to T20 series. Venky, welcome to the show. India conceded 389 runs again. What do you think went wrong with this bowling attack?
Thank you for inviting me to the show, Srinivas Murthy. Yes, coming to the last game, of course, the bowlers were really on the expensive side. There's no doubt about it. Giving 390 runs, it is next to impossible to score the runs. When I say that, once in maybe 10 games, you can think of chasing it. Having said that, yes, I think the problem that is going on with the bowling department is that they're not able to get wickets at regular intervals. See how you can bring some control on the runs that is being scored is by taking wickets. I think that Indian bowlers are not doing, and also they are very inconsistent in terms of their lengths, in terms of the lines, and it looks like as if they don't have a plan to bowl to the top 5 batsmen. In fact, everyone in the Australian squad is scoring runs, whether it's be it David Warner, Aaron Finch, or Stephen Smith and Maxwell, and so on. So, they're going. It looks like they're going without any plan.
So, Venky, as you rightly pointed out, the top order of Australia, in fact, all top 5 batsmen scored more than 50, and again, Steve Smith scored his second consecutive century of this series. In fact, he played brilliantly. That is one aspect. But again, Venky, it is not just this series. Even in the last series against New Zealand, last 3 games, if you observe, our bowling unit conceded more than 300 runs. See, you were bowling coach of the Indian team for quite some time. What would be your strategy to get this unit back on track?
Look, the point is that one, you need to have a solid plan to each and every batsman of the opposition, and secondly, you got to understand your own strength. What is your strength, and what is that you are good at in what is the line and what is the length that you are good at bowling. So you need to stick to that strength instead of trying and doing one too many things. That is exactly what is happening with the Indian bowlers. One is they're not believing in their ability, believing their strengths, and they're also trying a bit too much. Their field placements are not good at all, and they're not bowling to the field. So I don't know what exactly the plans that is happening, but it looks like one, they're not taking wickets at regular intervals. One. And secondly, they've been very, very inconsistent. But it's not just about their stock delivery. It's also about their variations. They're not, bowling in those areas. I mean, a Yorker has to be really aimed at the toes. Or whereas if you're bowling a slower one, you've got to bowl a good length, not short or not too up or not full tosses and stuff like that. So they're not consistent.
Canara Bank. Together we can.
So you just touched upon one word called Yorker there. So we have a new Yorker in our team, T. Natarajan. Would you field him for the third ODI?
Well, I would not, honestly. Yes, if you are asking me for some change in the bowling department, I would say I would bring in Shardul Thakur in place of Navdeep Saini. So I'm going to go with Bumrah and go with Mohammad Shami because they're two experienced bowlers, and India needs those experience going into the final one day because they would like to win it going forward, be it T20s or be it Test matches. So the probable changes that I would be looking would be one is getting Shardul Thakur in place of Navdeep Saini, and Kuldeep Yadav in place of Chahal.
Would you be thinking of resting Bumrah or Shami because they are in the Indian team for all 3 formats, ODIs, then 3 T20s, then 4 tests. Now that Ishan Sharma is also ruled out of the test series, do you think a break is required for Bumrah or Shami?
Well, not really. I would say yes. It is a very thin line, no doubt, Srinivas Murthy, because you need to manage their loads. There is no doubt about it. So at the same time, you also need to win matches, and also for the bowlers themselves. The more they bowl, the more confidence they get. So they need that match time. That's what I would really talk to Bumrah and Shami, saying that you need more bowling in the middle, so you don't have to bowl in the next sessions, right? But if you play more matches, if you bowl a lot of overs in the match situation, in those pressure situations, then what happens is you always keep learning and you always keep getting that momentum. And so I would definitely go with Bumrah and Mohammad Shami. I'm not going to drop them. I'm not going to rest them rather. But at the same time, the changes, as I mentioned, I would bring in Shardul Thakur in place of Saini, and I would bring in Kuldeep Yadav in place of Yajwendra Chahal.
Wonderful, Venky. See, last two shows also, I remember whatever you have told has come true, and let's hope that the third ODI India wins and goes into T20 series in a better frame of mind and a happy dressing room. Thank you very much, Venky. Viewers, kindly like, share, comment, and subscribe to Canara Bank YouTube channel. Thank you.